Good day. Good.
Ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining us this evening for our CURRIE Cup semi-final post-match press conference. We've got our winning coach, Pieter Bergh. We'll start with questions here on the floor and then go to the guys who are online. Carl?
Pieter, congratulations. How does it feel to be part of history making? I mean, it's the first time in 52 years that they go to the final.
I must say, I don't think it's sunk in yet. It's special. For so many years, Griquas have talked about 1970. I mean, I've been involved with, as assistant coach at Griquas from 2012 to 2018. And every year, I never played in that time. We never made a semi-final with good teams, with very good Griquas teams. And there was always a talk about winning the CURRIE Cup and talking about 1970. And then 2019, they made the semi-finals. 2021, they made the semi-finals, and they couldn't take that step. So incredibly proud of these guys. And I said to them in the pre-match team talk that there's a reason why the Guinness Book of World Records gets rewritten every year. That was my talk to the guys. I said to them, because history, it just changes. Records are there to be broken, and we can be. I was sick and tired of talking about 1970. So the 1970 team won it. We haven't won it yet, but it's the first time in a final in 52 years. So I'm incredibly proud about of these players.
What will you change? I mean, today was an almost perfect performance. What will you change going up into the final?
I think we obviously knew that they're going to target our scrum. They said that in the media as well. And when we played them here in the group stages, they smashed us in the scrums. We struggled in the scrum. So that was a big focus for us this week. But I thought our lineouts didn't function well. We got a lot of opportunities. We didn't kick at goal. We backed our attack in that first half. We probably could have kicked that goal. Might get some criticism for that, but we backed our attack from the beginning, and our lineouts didn't function. And as soon as we were getting set piece in the second half, when we won a lineout, we got a penalty try. So I think in the end it paid off for us. But I think the biggest thing I'm proud of these guys is our defensive effort tonight. The last few weeks we've leaked a few tries, then we had to come from behind, and today our defense in that first half, we didn't play well in the first half. They asked a lot of questions of our defense, and we kept them out. And in the second half, as soon as we were in front, we dominated the game, and then the scoreboard pressure started to tell, and we actually played some very good rugby.
I was just going to ask you, what was your talk to them after? Because it was still time to leave.
Yeah. But last time I said to the guys, I don't think we can play worse than we played, and we're only 4 points behind. And I said to them, let's take the points early if we get a few penalties. And George Whitehead kicked 2 very good penalties. And I said, my message was, I tell you now, as soon as we hit the front, we can go. And that happened tonight when we were 9-7, and then it was 16-7, and it was 23-7. So these guys it's not a difficult team talk, because they've shown now coming from behind. Again, we scored 27 points in the second half tonight. So we've shown what we can do in second half of matches. And so the belief was there. We came into this game with 30, Western Province scored 5 tries in 20 minutes against us in Stellenbosch, and the Pumas were 16 points up at halftime, and we showed what they can do in second half. So the belief was there, and that wasn't a difficult team talk. It was calm. Everyone was calm, and everyone knew that we can be better. We just needed set piece, and we get go forward, and then we can go.
It seemed like you, towards the end of this, where we are today, started getting together exactly what you say, from where you were. A lot of improvement going forward, and let's hope next week is a better performance than this week or this match.
Yeah, I think today we showed we can play knockout rugby if it's needed to. We didn't play well. Set piece didn't function. We took the points. We got that in George Whitehead. I picked him on the bench to win us the game at the end. I didn't think he'll come on in the 10th minute and win us the game from there. But he was man of the match. So yeah, I think obviously we can take a lot of confidence, but last time I sat here, we said we need to win 3 games to get into a semi. We treated it like 3 playoff matches. This was our 4th playoff match. So we used to this knockout rugby now. We feel we're well prepared for the final. Yeah, looking forward to that. And must say, we're shouting for the Pumas because that will mean a home final for us, and that will be special for Kimberley. The final is special, but having a home final will be very special.
All right, we'll go to the guys online. Ashfaq, you can shoot him.
Thanks, Romani. Pieter, ek dink George White het nou seker 'n punt bewys vir jou van die bank af om 'n start te kry volgende week.
Ja, George hoef nie 'n punt te bewys nie. Ja, George hoef nie 'n punt te bewys nie. Ons almal weet wat George se vermoëns is. George was gekies vir die doel om as ons punte nodig het teen die einde om balle deur die palle te skop, amper soos wat Morne Steyn tans doen vir die bulle en vir die Springbokke gedoen het, dat ons George daar kan opsit. Hy het nog hierdie hele jaar nie eers heel agter gespeel nie en hy het op heel agter opgegaan vroeg en ek dink hy het uitstekend gedoen. Hy was onder druk. Hy is in die eerste ronde, in die tweede ronde hier is hy rustyd afgehaal, wat ek nie gevoel het hy het 'n goeie wedstryd gehad nie. In Nelspruit verlede naweek is hy rustyd afgehaal wat ek gevoel het hy het nie 'n goeie wedstryd gehad nie. En hy het opgekom in die 10de minuut of wat, ek was al 'n bietjie vroeër, ek kan nie onthou nie, maar en hy het die wedstryd vir ons gewen. So nee, George hy's ervare. Het dat ons Stefan Ungerer verloor het, was dit vir my belangrik om George in die prentjie te hou. Sy ervaring is goud werd en hy was al in 2 semifinaal. Hy was in 2019 en 2021 in 'n semifinaal en nou kry hy ook wel verdiend vir wat hy vir Griquas beteken het oor die jare nou 'n kans om in 'n finaal te speel. Ja, so ons sal sien wat Ashland Davids se situasie is. Ek dink Sander Du Plessis was bietjie verroes die eerste helfte, maar die tweede helfte baie goeie tweede helfte gehad. So ons benader elke wedstryd met ons besluit hoe ons takties wil speel en dan kies ons die spelers wat daai plan die beste gaan uitvoer. So ons sal kyk hoe ons die Pumas of die Cheetahs moet benader en maar George gaan definitief hy gaan 'n belangrike rol speel of dit nou van die begin af is of dit van die bank af is, hy gaan vir ons belangrik wees.
Jan?
Dankie, Romani. Pieter, ja, ek gaan nie om vra om wat jy so pas gesê het in Engels te sê, ek het dit dieselfde. That's why I want to ask, obviously, I mean, we saw Zander, like you said, he was a bit rusted, but he come good. And your 2 centers were exceptional. I mean, those are the type of players who's going to attract attention from big units very soon. But speak to us about George, you know, for a guy to come on so early when he was probably not preparing for a second half appearance, and then show his experience like that and that calmness, that big match temperament.
Yeah, no, again, George I didn't think he had a good game last week, and Zander was very good against the Cheetahs, and he recovered this week, so he was available. And I thought that just makes sense to go back with Zander and Reinhardt as 10-12, with Sango at 13. And George's role was that's why we also didn't select a scrum half on the bench, because George's role was to win us the game at the end. And we didn't think it would be needed to get him on as early as it was today. But he showed his experience, he showed his class, and he showed his passion for Griquas. I mean, he was under pressure as an individual. He's against the Bulls here in the group stages, we subbed him at halftime. Last week against Nelspruit, I took him off at halftime. And he handled that brilliantly, and he was just happy to be part today, and he was happy with his role. It was always the plan that if Ashland Davids have to move to scrum half, then George will go to fullback, and if we needed points to win the game at the end, that we'll put George on anyway, just to kick the ball over. So I mean, it wasn't the easy kicks that he kicked today. I think that at 9-7 there was, must we kick out, I think it was a penalty on the halfway line, must we kick out, must we kick for goal, so 7-6, and he made it 9-7, and then that momentum just took us all the way in the end. So yeah, I'm very happy for George, and we'll see with injuries and how we want to play and who we're playing next week, if he'll play off the bench again or we'll have a start.
Jan, last one.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Okay, thank you so much, ladies and gents, and once again, congratulations to you, coach. All the best for the final.
Geluk,
you.
Pieter.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jets. You can just hold. Coach Gert will be coming up.
Dankie Pieter, geluk.
Baie dankie.